2, 3.
At North Shore Toyota, this is their newly redesigned 2013 Rav4. Toyota paid not only a lot of attention to the exterior styling, but interior styling. It comes standard with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine with a new 6-speed transmission. No longer is the 4-speed transmission in the Rav4. The 6-speed not only helps with fuel efficiency, but acceleration. Electronic power steering, we standard all Rav4s. Has 176 horsepower with 172 feet-pounds of torque. As you will see, it comes standard with projector beam headlamps with daytime running lamps. That is a safety feature. You will have your 17-inch steel wheels. Wheel upgrades are standard on upper vehicles, upper models. Unfortunately, you don't get the color key exterior mirrors, but on SLE Unlimited, you will have your color key exterior mirrors in addition to your turn indicators. Right here, you have vortex generators. What those do, they're located right here in the front and then also right back here. What they do is they keep the air inward by the vehicle. So because it is controlling how the air flows, it's providing stability to the vehicle in addition to helping you maximize fuel efficiency. You will have the color key door handles. You open up the vehicle. You'll have your power windows, power locks, in addition to your power outside mirrors. They do have the folding capability. Right here is going to be your lever for your fuel tank. That is a safety feature. That way you can make sure that nobody is getting into your fuel tank when you're not around. The driver's seat is a 6-way manual adjustment. You do have the power option for an 8-way power option on the Limited. It's a fabric seat that is in the LE. In the XLE Unlimited, the XLE will have a fabric seat, but it has a sportier feel. That way, meaning that it has bolstering through the hips and the thighs. So, excuse me. You'll have your audio and phone controls on your steering wheel, in addition to your controls for your multi-information display. Your multi-information display provides information such as trip A, trip B, fuel consumption, average miles per hour, and average miles per gallon. You have the controls of being able to turn your traction control off with this button right here. Cruise control is standard. In addition, a new feature to the interior of the Rav4 is going to be your 6.1-inch touch screen radio that will come standard with AM, FM, CD, USB, and auxiliary. You will use that same touchscreen to look at your backup camera that is now standard in all Rav4s. Below your head unit, you will see that you have driver selectable modes, which are Eco and Sport mode. Your Eco mode is going to help you maximize your fuel efficiency by limiting the engine power and limiting your AC. In addition to your Sport mode, that will increase the throttle as well as increase your steering response. Previous gen Rav4 had 6 airbags. Current gen has 8 airbags. So the 2 new airbags are going to be your driver's knee airbag in addition to your passenger seat airbag. If the passenger seat airbag was to inflate, how it would work is the cushion or the airbag would come up from behind the cushion on the seat, coming from behind the passenger's knees, therefore bolstering around their hips and thighs, preventing the passenger from moving forward and keeping them kind of in a sitting backward position. You're going to have your 3-point seat belts with your force limiters and your pre-tensioners. Sorry about that. This is a 5-passenger seating vehicle. There's going to be a total of 8 cup holders. 2 of the cup holders are going to be located right here in this centerpiece, as well as 2 in the front and 2 bottle holders in each door panel. You have the ability for your headrests to put them down or to put them back. The button to put them down is right here. These are 60/40 reclining hold-down seats. You're going to have your latch safety system, which enables you to put a child seat safely or properly into the back seat. One new feature to the Rav4 is whiplash injury lessening seats. What that is they were able to extend the seats an inch going up and an inch going out, as well as adding high tensile sheet metal in the frame of the seat. Therefore, it lessens the whiplash that the passenger or driver might get. It's a 15.9-gallon fuel tank, requires regular octane. You have the colored key rear spoiler The roof rails is an option on the LE, but they are standard on the XLE and Limited. Here, this is where your backup camera is located. And you'll notice the tire is now gone, which is one of the huge differences of the 2013 Rav4, in addition to that it's a lift gate. So where did the spare tire go? Now it's located below your cargo area, and it's called a space-saving spare tire, meaning it's only good for 100 miles, but due to it being smaller in size and saving space, it's going to help you maximize fuel efficiency. The Rav4 is best in class for cargo space, which is a huge selling point because we're going to have a lot of customers switching from large SUVs and mid-size SUVs over the next couple of years due to affordability and fuel efficiency. So 73.4 with the reclining seats down is what the volume is in the back. Remember, that's best in class, so there's no other small SUV in this segment that has more cargo space than the Rav4. You'll notice that the bumpers are not color keyed, and that's due to a specific reason. One, there's no other vehicles in this segment that have the colored key bumpers, so they wanted to keep it consistent. But the benefit to you as a customer is that if you do get hit either in the front or in the back, that you're going to have less damage done. In addition to, if the bumper does have to be replaced, it's going to be more affordable. These are 5-mile-per-hour bumpers in the front and the back, so we guarantee you that if you're hit less than 5 miles per hour, that you will not have any damages done to the bumpers. You're going to have side door beams, which is a safety feature, that are located in each door panel. So if you're hit from the side, it's going to protect either the passenger or the driver. So our safety system is part of all of our Toyotas, and it is standard in the Rav4. And one last safety feature that I forgot to discuss earlier when we were up in the front is going to be our crumple zones. So the crumple zones, what they do for you as a driver or a passenger is that if you're in a forward collision, basically the front of the vehicle kind of just crumples up, makes the engine drop. That way it can't get into the cabin of the vehicle, and it protects you in the vehicle. So for less than $1,000, you can upgrade to the XLE grade. You get 7 additional features for less than $1,000. What those features are, not only do you still have the same size wheels, or 17-inch wheels, but they're alloy versus the steel wheels. You're going to have your fog lamps, which are located right here. Your colored key steering mirrors with your turn indicators that match your colored key door handles. Your roof rails are standard on the XLE, in addition to your moonroof. Your dual zone climate control, so driver and passenger can control both of their sides of the AC, as well as the tonneau cover that becomes standard. The tonneau cover is great because you can cover up your items that you have in the cargo area, and you don't have to worry about anybody seeing what you have in there. So if you want to upgrade to the Limited, and let me take a step back, the only option for the XLE is going to be your nav with Intune. So you can get nav with Intune on the XLE as well as the Limited. So if you wanted to upgrade to the Limited, the additional features that you would have that unfortunately I don't have here to show you are going to be your automatic on-off headlights. In the LE and XLE, you're going to have your automatic off feature, but you don't have your automatic on feature. So you have your automatic on-off feature, 18-inch alloy wheels. You open up the interior of the vehicle. You'll have your memory seats, which would have the ability to save the memory for 2 drivers. Remember, the smart key will also come standard with the Limited. So not only will that save the passenger seating where they were last, but it also saves any settings that you have for your outside mirrors. Your seat for the driver will be an 8-way power, so that's going to include your lumbar adjustments in addition to your height adjustments. Your passenger seat will remain a manual 4-way. You'll have soft-tech seating, so that is synthetic leather. However, just know that it's more durable and it's easier to clean, so that's the benefit to you as a customer. You'll have heated seats for both driver and passenger. You'll have a leather-wrapped steering wheel in addition to a leather-wrapped shift knob. Yeah, you'll have your smart key, your auto-dimming rearview mirror, your sliding center console, and what we've all heard about, it would have an adjustable power lift gate. So the power liftgate, not only is it power operated, but also you can adjust the height of how far it opens. So if you have a shorter customer, or if you have maybe a garage problem, that way you can adjust the height of how far it opens, and then you also have the ability to obviously save it back to the original setting. It has jam protection, so it can detect if something's hanging out of your cargo area. If it does, it will automatically stop. But for whatever reason you don't want to use the power control, you can turn the power control off. There's a button that's located inside the glove box, so that way you can just manually open it or close it every time. Only options for your limited are going to be not only nav with Intune, but you also have a nav with Intune JBL, which would be an upgraded sound system in the car, as well as your blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert. And just to go a little more of what those features are, your blind spot monitoring is a feature that you can automatically turn on or off. But once it's on, it stays on. It doesn't turn off unless you turn it off. The button for it will be located right here. You turn it on. If you have a vehicle that's quote-unquote in your blind spot, the sensors, the way it knows is the sensors are located on each side of the bumper right here. So the vehicle will be in your blind spot behind the bumper, on the side of it, as well as a little bit in front of it. Once it detects that vehicle that's in your blind spot, the driver will get an indicator light on that side of the car in the outside mirror of where that vehicle is in their blind spot. If your flash indicator is off, the light will be flashing. If your flash indicator is on, the blind spot monitoring light will be a solid light. You'll start to see that Toyota is using rear cross traffic alert in addition to their blind spot monitoring. It's for a small fee of only $500 to have these two additional safety features. The reason you're going to start getting both features in one is because they use the same sensors. So remember, if you have your blind spot monitoring button off, your rear cross traffic alert will not work. For your rear cross traffic alert, the way that works is that the driver has to be in reverse, and it will detect if a vehicle is crossing from behind on either side up to 65 feet. That vehicle that's crossing behind has to be going at a speed between 5 to 18 miles per hour, and the driver has to be going less than 5 miles per hour. If it is crossing from behind on either side, what will happen, not only will the driver see that same light on the side of the vehicle that the car is crossing behind in their outside mirror, but they'll also hear a chiming noise from within the vehicle coming from the back. If it does, if you hear the chiming noise, where I found it beneficial is that you would hear the noise before you ever saw the vehicle in your backup camera, or if you're looking both ways, so you're able to put on your brakes at a sooner time. And for that is the new 2013 Rav4 at North Shore Toyota.